Today I'm going to see if my highly modified RZR can make it up that mountain. I bought the cheapest dirt bike from Walmart and put in the Electro & Co. upgrade kit in the back of a moving limousine. But I have no idea how far this bike can go on one charge, or how it handles on extreme off-road terrain. So today, we are finding out. Even though I don't have a lot of time, I'm calling it super worth it to go to my favorite spot on the mountain. Wow, this has so much more power than I'd remembered. This is probably one of my favorite roads in all of Idaho, let alone this mountain. Oh no. Not even a mile in and we're popping chain. All right, well, let's hope that doesn't happen all the time. This is the road that we did the 100-mile challenge on. All kinds of just wonderful things. The condition of it seems like it's in an all-time bad at the moment, actually. Wow. This is one of those roads that's a little bit crazy on a big bike, let alone the RZR Walmart Special. Oh, I haven't been here since even before I modified my Sur-Ron. I'm only going to count it if I keep my feet on. Oh yeah! Woo! Let's go! Oh yeah! Alright, time to get on with it. It's getting dark. Yes! We're a volt down roughly. A mile! Hey! Not bad. We just need to go that many more miles. I wasted some precious battery, but more importantly, precious time messing around on these rocks. You see, it's berry season, I'm by myself, and there are a lot of bears out here, so I don't really want to be here in the dark. It's probably like 40 minutes until it gets dark. I just can't help myself, but I do have a headlight, and I really want to get up there. The sun's already down past the mountain. Yikes! Whew. Stopping to film was really slowing me down, so I just sent it, and I burned through battery quick. And for once in my life, I made the smart decision to turn around before dark. I was really hoping to be at the top of the mountain by now, but what are you gonna do? We've got some things to sort out. Have to leave sooner. It's almost dark. We only made it 6 miles. And I'm at 50% battery. So I thought I could afford to go down the road, play on the rocks, and then go up the mountain. But I was wrong. I'll have to wait one more day to see if this bike can make it to the top of that mountain. But first, some major upgrades. My wrists were killing me because the bars are so low, and my knees kind of had to stay out wide from the bike. So these bars are going to be a massive upgrade. Also, for my riding style, the spring is too stiff, so I'm going to steal the AirShock from my other RZR and see if that improves my ride. I had to completely remove the plastics of the bike because when I initially set it up, I zip tied everything inside of the fake engine case and I just didn't have enough length in the wires to reach the heights of the new handlebars. Next, I removed the shock and I made sure it's on the lowest compression setting because if it wasn't, I'd want to give that a try before I completely switched it out. With my new handlebars and softer suspension, I thought I was ready to go. But when I tested everything out, I heard a terrible sound. I just keep getting more and more reasons that make me so happy I decided to turn around. So first of all, these were broken in half. but there also is normally a spacer that the chain rolls on in between these two things. If I show you without the chain there, you can see the chain has just been eating into that bolt that used to hold the spacer. With as many miles as I was about to do on this bike, that would have eaten all the way through and I would have been chainless alone in the woods. So, I don't have any spacers here. But what I do have, some thick plastic zip ties that won't be a permanent solution, but the chain should roll over these at least for one battery's worth before I can go to Ethan's and just make a proper spacer. Now in there I have 2 zip ties and a microphone adapter. It's actually a lot smoother than it was before, so you can tell I actually have bent my rear axle. The whole situation's moving like crazy. Well, we're just gonna run it and bring some extra zip ties on my next attempt. I am so glad I waited. It is such a nicer day. And most importantly, I'm significantly more prepared. I have a softer shock, a chain tension system that might last this trip. The other one would not have. And most importantly for my health and well-being, taller bars. I haven't taken this bike off-road for a full battery before, and my wrists were just beaten from the angle they were at. There might be some kind of storm rolling in. I didn't check the weather before I left, so that's my fault.
These bigger handlebars are such a game changer. Oh man.
The mic was way too sensitive in my helmet, so I'll cover some stuff with voiceover, but I had to get in one top speed run.
I'm not gonna do that too much because full speed is uphill is e-bike's worst nightmare for range. This road, every switchback just gets prettier and prettier. Before you couldn't see the valley. Man, I love living here. It's just awesome. I'd hill climb back what I can do with the Sur-Ron, but at the end of the day, these bikes are plenty powerful, but they just have 2 small tires. That's why I'm really excited to experiment with the Pro Spec, Razor's newest bike, that's more of a pit bike size. This is kind of like PW50 size. The Pro Spec looks like it'll be maybe slightly bigger than like a 110, which I think is the perfect size for a 6-foot tall adult that doesn't want to man up and buy a full-size gas dirt bike. It's a nice little Walmart bike wheelie with a smile on your face, man. I think there's something to be said about being closer to the ground. You feel like you're going faster. It's hard to get any closer to the ground than this. Yeah? I mean, yeah. Motor's warm to the touch, but not hot.
Updated the controller just to make sure it knows exactly what controller and motor combo it has, and it does. So confirmed we have 40% battery, and I realized there's kind of these faint temperature things here. So if it was overheating, those would be flashing. I think we're good. We are at 5.6 miles, 20 minutes of riding with an average speed of 17 miles an hour. So we're actually cooking. No wonder why I'm overheating this thing. Averaging 17 on that bike on this road. I think it's time we just keep on going, see what happens. But we are so close. We started kind of down by the lake in that valley almost. And I hear nothing but birds and airplanes. And you just smell the trees, the it's about to storm like crazy air. My GoPro died again, so I stopped to check out the view, because now we can see the lake. Check this out. Beautiful bird. Overlooking this field. You know, last time I was here I saw some rabbits. I bet there's a lot of mice it's hunting. So cool. Also that logging road down there. I've never been there. We'll have to explore that soon. With the storm rolling in, I decided to get my move on. But what I didn't know is my battery was draining faster than I thought. Things about e-bikes. I was flying up this road. You know that if I was on a gas bike, never would have seen that. Here I am, one switchback from the top. You can see the radio tower right there. And I fear the worst. I think we're out of battery. Oh, and I don't want to push it because I at least want enough battery to regen to get through the flat part back to the truck. Oy, oy, oy. Let's check the app. I can't push it anymore. I could literally push it to the top. But I can't keep trying to go further if I'm not at least going to have enough battery for the controller to be on, so I capture that energy on the way down. Otherwise, I'm not getting home till like midnight. The girl's not going to be okay with that. But they widened the switchback. This wasn't like this last year. I'm sure that makes it easier to get snow off, but beautiful. Check this out. Got that one little spot with the sun hitting that second range of mountains back there. Ah, you see 72 volt batteries. The nominal voltage is 72 volts, so that's 50%. So you can run those down to like 69 volts. This is 76, and I got down to 72 volts, which I think means that that's 0. All there is to do now is put up the drone so I can show you guys how ridiculously close I was to making it to the top. And then the GoPro's broken, so I'll just be checking in on the way down, letting you guys know about how much I've been pushing that bike. This is a small bike, and I'm only 6 miles out. I am even more of an idiot than I look right now with my glasses and my helmet. Since my weld's broke and this is free spooling, there's no regen. We're pushing. Oh boy. It does say 73 now, but I'm gonna wait until I get to the flat to twist this throttle because, yeah, see, it will go. But I have 10% battery, and I'm not going to regen anything. As bummed as I am that my battery died and we didn't complete the challenge, can't really be too bummed looking at that, can you? Yeah, if I regen that first section I was coasting, maybe not that big of a deal, but it won't even roll on this. Even though I'm downhill, so I got a dead bike, and I'm just hoping that a hunter can give me a ride back down to my truck. Oh, this is not as downhill as I remembered it. The sun just about to go down behind the mountains, and it's such a bummer because if I would have thought of that free spool thing and I would have rerouted the sprocket, I would have charged like 10% battery going down this hill. This section isn't bad at all. We're just kind of rolling down. Pretty close to as fast as I'd be going even if I had power. But that's my whole point. I thought we were gonna be regenning during this part of our trip, and we are absolutely not. The bike isn't even on because why would it be? Can't even turn on it, it's so dead at this point. Okay, I'm gonna put this hand away. It's getting a little squirrely, but I'll catch in when I start pushing again. Woo. I've gone a total of 9.25 miles. This is how far I could roll to. Nowhere near even halfway. It's 7. I told my wife I'd be home by 8, so gotta give her the call. The call of shame. On the way up, this is where I stopped, where I thought I might have heard something in the bushes. This will be fun.
Besito.
Hey girl!
Hi, where are you?
I'm like a quarter of the way down Baldy.
Just a quarter of the way, boy, it's getting dark.
Well, the thing is I thought my bike would regen, but you know how these are kind of like bicycles and they free spool?
Oh no.
Yeah, so they don't regen. So the bike's totally dead, but I'm pretty sure there's a Jeep somewhere up in the hills above me. So if he passes me, I'm gonna ask him for a ride down to my truck, and then I'm gonna come up.
You?
No, your car won't make it on this road.
And you call me in 1 hour.
I kind of thought that would go worse. So look at this. messed up, guys. I really messed up. It's gonna be really dark here in about 20 minutes. 5 miles from the truck. Hopefully a car's coming down that can save me. Oh, I'm so stupid. But I have a lot of fun. Sometimes those go hand in hand. We are cooking right now. I don't know how many miles in, but there's a couple grouse. What up? Oh my God. Oh, this is too much fun. Wouldn't even dream of using the brake. Any foot that I gain with kinetic energy, I don't need to do with my own 2 feet. Believe it or not, I'm getting quite tired. Woo-hoo-hoo! What a good section. Yes. At the end of this, I might be halfway. Oh, I might make it home before the girl calls search and rescue. Go into the woods, they said. By yourself on a Walmart bus. It'll be fun, they said. And they were right. This is totally fun. Another grouse. Oh, a bunny. Oh, that's a fun fact. Between taking off my glasses to film, I lost my glasses at some point on this adventure. So now I'm just busting the phone out of my pocket, getting the occasional clip. Looks like I'm gonna be pushing for a minute. There's my truck. I made it thanks to this cool Jeep and FJ crew. Oh, I am so thankful. It took a while just to drive it. I would have been out here until 2, 3 in the morning easily. And they were the last people on that road. They're even nice enough to move some stuff in the back of their Jeep to put the bike in. I said, don't worry about it. I'll just drive the truck back up and grab the bike. But they were super cool. And that was really good news for me because that would have sucked. The first car didn't have any seats available. I was like, I'll hang on to your spare, man. Like, I'll do whatever it takes. After getting home, having a little food and rest, doing a little tile work, I realized I'm orders of magnitude sillier than I thought. I had my biggest sprocket running, so if I would have geared it down first, I easily would have made it, even without regen. And of course, the regen. So we are going back and we are going to do this. So subscribe before it snows, hopefully.